So we're 60 kilometers out at sea and kind of the epicenter between Finland and Sweden. We're right above the spot, right above the Baltic Sea anomaly. And it just feels like we're in the middle of the ocean, to be honest. It doesn't feel any different than anywhere else. One of our videographers, Philip, unfortunately threw up. I think I'm the only person who hasn't taken the seasickness medication, which is probably pretty stupid. Now we're sending the ROV down, the remote operated vehicle, and we can see what it sees, although visibility will be low, so you can only see maybe max, maybe a foot in front of it. And then we're also going to be doing some sonar scanning and try to get a better understanding of the 3D structure that we're looking at with the Baltic Sea anomalies. And how deep is the object?
90 meters.
90 meters.
Yeah.
It's a very unconventional career that you have. When did you start to get into treasure hunting and exploring all of these unknown things in the ocean?
Exploring and have been interested in history and all that thing have been since I was a kid. Something I grew up with my parents because they were also interested in that area to find out things and search for things that nobody else have found. So it's a natural thing. I have, grown up in a family that but have an interest in that field. So
was your father an explorer? Or?
No, he was a diver, but he have another job also, but he was a diver also.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you grow up, reading about explorers?
Yeah,
or
that was
inspired by
yeah, of course, reading history books, of course, and fiction also, and go into these things with the treasures and shipwrecks that have disappeared with interesting cargo. So that have been interesting for me, and have always been the interest for me.
What was the first shipwreck you went looking for?
When I really go into commercial diving and in that area was it must be 15, 20 years ago. And was together with Peter Lindberg, my friend, and we did exploration in Baltic Sea, and we found wrecks with liquor, cognac and wine and different type of things. Booze ships. That's the money. That's
the booze are still valuable.
Yeah, of course.
And it's still drinkable and...
Yeah, some bottles are still drinkable. We found also one of the oldest wine in the world from 1600.
Wow.
Drinkable.
Oh my God.
And cognac on its way to the Russian Tsar. Drinkable. And we have tried it also, Peter and I, and was very strong.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
What's some of the more interesting shipwrecks that you found, or maybe one in particular that you remember that has a story attached to it?
Except the Baltic Sea anomaly.
Except the Baltic Sea anomaly. We're building up to that.
Wow, it's many, but I must say, but one very interesting wreck we found was 2015. We found the Russian Tsar's submarine, Som.
Whoa.
Yeah, built in US 1904.
Oh my God.
And the Russian Tsar bought it and used it in the war against Japan. And it was out on a mission in the Swedish water. Should not be in the Swedish water, but it was. And it was a collision between a Swedish cargo ship and this submarine. So the periscope went off and 18 men down to the bottom.
What sensors do you use to locate an object?
It's very easy. It's a side scan sonar. It's a sonar that looks down. It's 2D image you get of it. And then we use ROV, and of course we have dive on it also.
What's ROV?
Remote operating robot, under the water.
Little subsea drone.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So that we have used, and after that we did dives on it also to really identify it and see if it was that submarine we thought it was.
So interesting. And so when you find these shipwrecks, with cognac and wine and that sort of thing, is this your business? Do you then go out and sell that
Oh,
on the
I
open
wish, I
market? Or
wish,
okay.
I wish. You know,
Or do you have
no,
financiers and they
we
get
had, as you know, we had the situation here as we have in other countries, also in the whole world, with the pandemic and virus, and also the war, and lots of things are going on. So it have
Mhm.
not been easy. So we tried to sell this wine and cognac and things on the market, and the interest was zero.
Mm.
No, nobody was interested to buy
No
it.
way.
No.
That's why you said you drank it.
Yeah, I
Maybe
drink
nobody
it
would buy it.
myself at
Yeah.
home now instead. No, no. So it have been very difficult because we have spent lots of time and money on this project because we believe this can finance our other projects.
Yeah.
But the interest have been weak,
Mm.
very weak
Mm.
when it's come to that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So are you ever able to sell or make a business out of, some of the stuff you find, or is it mostly just for passion or for
No, no.
history or
I mean, in that case, when it's talking about the bottles of champagne and cognac and wine and things like that, of course we have it, and hopefully we're gonna sell it in the future. But
Yeah.
but I don't. I want to have lots of money for it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, but that is something I don't think about so much now.
Should invite myself over for a drink.
You can get the drink, of course.
Tell us about the Baltic Sea
The Baltic
anomaly.
Sea anomaly.
What
Yeah.
is it?
Wow, good question. The Baltic Sea anomaly. Okay, it begins like this. We were out on a mission, this time to find a wreck, special wreck with champagne on it. We were out for almost a week, and then we have problems with the boat. It's begin to leak, and we almost sunk with the boat. So it was very scary, but we managed to come to a harbor in Finland to repair the boat, and we have been out for 1 week then. And then we decide to go out to a new area and search there with the side scan sonar and see if we find this special wreck. We were out and we searched in a new area. We were quite tired, I must say, after 1 week, and then we had all the problems with the boat, the leaking, and so on. So we were tired and disappointed. We have not found the wreck yet. But now we're going to search in a new area, and hopefully we're going to find it. It was a night time, I think it's 1 or 2 at night. Me and Peter and our friend Floris, we are sitting in front of the screen. And we have the side scan sonar in the waters, and there we see a wreck, and there we see something, and there. And then this thing popping up on the screen. This huge thing. I mean, we're talking about 60 meters in diameter. And it's round, and you have this track at the bottom. So I remember Peter laughing, and, oh, Dennis, here is UFO. And I was, what? Then we began really to look at it, and it was so odd, and nobody else have seen anything like that before. Anything like that. And round potholes you can see, of course, mines and things from the Second World War. But in this case, we're talking about a big thing, 60 meters in diameter. So it's 3,000 square meters, round thing in the middle of the ocean.
3,000 square meters.
Yeah.
So huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
Wow.
Yeah.
And nobody had ever seen anything like it. And it was round? It was like a circular?
Yes, round. And then we have these corridors, you have angles, 90 degrees angles, and so on. So
it looked like a artificial structure, basically.
This looks like that. We went home then, after we had done this with the side scan sonar, and we go deeper into look at this data we have on it. And Peter and I were sitting in front of the computer and measuring, that, okay, what is possible? Can it be that, or construction from the military time, or from the World War, and so on? Cannot be any things like that. And then we talked to friends in the same area as we are, in US, Australia, and Europe, and show them the pictures, and they said, no, we have never seen anything like that. What have you found? Where did you find this? And no, we don't say anything about that. So then, after 1 week or something, we don't get any help. We decide to go out public with it, because I want to have somebody can say what it is. because we have experience, of course, when it's come to exploring and shipwrecks, and we have never seen anything, but perhaps somebody have seen something like that. So I talked to a journalist here in Stockholm. Expressen is a big newspaper, and I went there with my laptop and showed them the data, and they, they were very surprised about that. And then I explained for them the purpose. We were out there, we're searching for that and that wreck, and then we found this instead. So they were, oh wow. And then they're sending up me to the office, and I talked to the manager or chief there. Then I understand that they are interested to public, go out with this information.
Different parts of the brain have different activities.